He's my personal friend and just a great all-around human being. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Joseph Rogers.
Is this too long? Thank you very much. Give it up for everybody here tonight that you've seen. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Get in on it, girl. Get it, girl. Oh man, 2016, that was a rough year. We lost Prince. We lost all those fucking celebrities. Michael Jackson, all those good people. Recently we lost Aretha Franklin, Chris Cornell. A lot of good people. Is it just me, or is it every time we lose somebody good, it makes you hate Magic Johnson that much more? I swear to God, if I'm on my deathbed and he's still shooting layups, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not sure if you guys heard, but school shootings is now the number 2 school-related deaths in our country. Boo is right. Don't worry though, student loans is still number 1. If you got student loan debt, hang in there, they might alleviate it. Don't give up. So it's not like, it's not student loans, it's not Magic Johnson. You know what the real problem is, people? We got way too many fucking holidays. And you know what holiday is coming up next that I absolutely hate? Not Christmas, that's kind of cool. Martin Luther King Day? Why would you say that? That's a good holiday. We need that shit. Jeez, don't take that away, bro. Jeez. No, I'm talking about Valentine's Day, man. Yeah, the guys know what I'm talking about, man. That's too much pressure on a man. It took me 10 years just to figure out how the clit worked. How am I gonna know what gift to give you on Valentine's Day? Jesus Christ. Turns out a Kit Kat and a bottle of wine every year is not good. I wanted to do something special recently though, so I went to a friend for some advice. I said, I want to get something special for her for Valentine's Day this year. And my friend goes, you should go to Jared. I know, right? Look at me, people. Do I look like I know that Jared is a fucking jewelry store? Turns out Jared is also the name of my drug dealer. Yeah. So when she said go to Jared, I was like, oh, what should I get her? She goes, you want to get her something flashy? I was like, yeah. She goes, you want to get her something that when she gets it, she'll be on cloud 9. I'm like, yeah. So naturally, I went to Jared, got her some LSD. Made her a nice omelet, dripped some LSD in her coffee, gave her a coffee. Now, I will say when I was making her omelet, I probably didn't have to do this, but I made a tomato for a tongue, olives for ears, and broccoli for olives for eyes, broccoli for ear. Probably didn't have to make a face, but I did. She starts eating her omelet, and she goes, Joe, why is my omelet talking to me? I was like, oh shit, what's it saying? She's like, that's besides the point. And I go, that's not besides the point. This could be an important message from a parallel universe. She's like, it's not an important message from a parallel universe. I said, how do you know that? She goes, because my omelet just keeps telling me I'm excellent. I was like, damn, I guess I'm gonna leave the smiley face pancakes in the kitchen then. Kind of fucked up that Valentine's Day. Am I the only one that thought speed dating was a coke party? Seriously, man, I showed up with like 3 different kinds of speed to this thing. I was ready to go. Turns out they just want to talk or some shit, right? So once I found out it wasn't a speed party or a coke party, I went out to the car and smoked a bowl, came back. This gal looks at me and she goes, you have one question, go. I was like, oh shit, one question? What do you think about the expanding universe, our awareness of self, our ever-expanding economical debt, and to society? Go. And she's like, what? And I was like, can I come in your hair? Let's just get it over with. I'm glad you laughed because I wasn't going to tell that joke because I thought it was maybe a little risque for this area, but I get one C word per set, so let's get it out of the way. Yeah, fuck that. Also, too, life hack people, being the best looking couple at a swinger party, not a good thing. Yeah, they want everything to do with you, and you want nothing to do with them. My ex and I thought that would be a good idea to try to salvage our relationship. It was actually her idea. I just went along with it. I was really uncomfortable with it, right? It wasn't my thing, but I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. We get there, and I'm like, whoa. And she's like, what's wrong? I was like, this doesn't feel like a swinger party. This feels more like a diabetes convention. This has more of a vibe of a Dungeons and Dragons tournament. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that chick over there works at Jack in the Box on Kitsap Way. So I look over, I'm like, I'm not doing this. And I'm like, oh, she's already fucking Wilford Brimley, shit. He's like, diabetes, get over here, Joe, diabetes will kill you. I couldn't do it. I will say, I just celebrated my 6-year anniversary, everybody. Woo, yeah. Of being unemployed. You guys are great. Very more supportive than my parents. Anybody need a roommate? Anybody? No, but for real, man, being unemployed that long, it changes you. It changes you, right? Like, I used to go to parties when friends would invite me, and I'd bring food, and booze, and chicks, and all the fucking drugs you can want. Now when I show up to a party, I just bring myself, and I'm hungry, and I'm thirsty, and I want to get high. But when you go to these parties, right, it changes you. For example, I got way too excited they had paper towels. I was like, damn, bro, you got paper towels? You're balling, shit. It's even the full square, too, not even the rectangle. Like, that's impressive. I'm still ripping it in half, you know, just out of habit. Or you look in their change tray and there's like $4 in quarters, and you're just like, whoa, damn, bro. And you go in their room and you see they got a coin jug. And then you just start questioning how good of friends you are with this person, right? Because I will dip with your coin jug. Fuck your Vegas trip, I'm getting drunk. You go in their bathroom, they got 16 toilet papers at once. Jesus Christ. It's just like when you pull up to a gas station and you see the person in front of you paid $60 for gas at once, and you're just like, holy shit, what's that like? Wow, must be balling. I've been broke so long that when I can tell the difference between a dime and a penny hitting the ground. For real. I heard some change drop the other day. I was like, damn, that was 37 cents. My friend came over and he's like, actually, it's 42 cents. I was like, actually, that's a Canadian nickel. That shit don't count. Get that out of here. And this is how I know I've probably been more broke than anybody, okay, here tonight. By a round of applause, let's hear it for anybody that knows what it means to float a check. Okay. Some of my brokens here with me, okay. For those of you who don't know what a float a check means, on a Friday evening after the bank is closed, you can write a check to pay for something, and it comes in Tuesday and hits your account. So you have till Tuesday to get the money in there to clear it, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But this is how I know I'm more broke than anybody here. I floated myself a check. Wrote a check in my name for $200, deposited that shit in the ATM, took out the $200, and I will say, you can't be all willy-nilly with that $200, right? Because it's gonna come back Tuesday and hit ya. Can't get strippers and blow, so what I did was I got an ounce of weed. Yeah, sold that shit, rolled it over into $240. Bitch, I just made $40 writing myself a check. What do you know about that? Sometimes you get You get real close to the amount you need to cover the check, and you start getting real desperate, and you start hitting up your friends. You're like, hey, buy this dime bag off me and I'll suck your dick. And I'll tell you what, even if you get charged a $35 overdraft fee, that's still a $5 come up, though. Yeah, it's still a $5 come up. Okay, so one of the first things to go when I lost my job was car insurance, naturally, right? It's just a luxury at this point. And I'll tell you what, man, me driving with no car insurance, turns out I am a way better driver, right? Because I don't want to get that $550 ticket, right? Fuck that shit. Now I stop at yellow lights, I don't speed, I don't get high or stoned or anything before I drive, right? I'll be careful about who I follow, too. I'll follow a Toyota and a Honda, but I will not follow a Jeep or a Tesla, okay? I don't want to be responsible for that shit if I hit it. Fuck that. Way better driver with no insurance. Oh, man. All right, so I got a couple kids. I love being a dad. Let's see. One of the things is that I have right now I have an 18-year-old and a 12-year-old, okay? The 12-year-old, he just got done with 5th grade last year. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but apparently on the last day of 5th grade, it's also sex ed day. Yeah. I guess they start sooner now. It seems weird. 5th grade's a little too soon, right? So I picked up my son on the last day of school. I had no idea, right? I said, how was your day today? He goes, a bit overwhelming. I was like, whoa. Why is that? He said, I don't know, Dad. Why don't you look at this book they gave me? Sorry. Why don't you look at this book they gave me? Penis, vagina, prostitute gland? I was like, what? Prostitute gland? Give me that book. I was like, oh, prostate gland, okay. You had me thinking there was something new in the anatomy of a man that I didn't know about. But I was like, you know what? Let's just change the subject, son. What sounds good for dinner? He said, I don't know. I think I lost my appetite. And I couldn't help it. I was like, what? I was like, well, what made you lose the appetite? The penis or the vagina? He's like, what? I'm like, never mind, you got time to figure that out. Oh, you guys are freaking great. You guys are great. I'm a great dad, by the way. I'm a great fucking dad. I'm a great dad. And my oldest son, right, like, I think my parents growing up, whenever I would come to them with a question, if they didn't want to really be honest, they would just lie to me. Like, they didn't have a problem lying to me, right? And so I think honesty is the best policy when raising kids. Okay, it really is. And my oldest came up to me recently, and he goes, Dad? And I go, yeah? He goes, I have a question for you. I was like, yeah? He goes, what's that clapping sound? He's like, I heard you and Mom having sex the other day, and I just don't know what that clapping sound was. And I was like, oh, shit. All right, son, well, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes when the sex is that good, you just got to give a round of applause. And I know I fucked him up, right? Because one day he's going to meet someone special. He's going to sit back and be like, and they're going to be like, are you fucking clapping at me right now? Who fucking raised you? Oh, man. Actually, I have been in a relationship. I have a great girl. She's here tonight. We've been together for 14 years, so give it up for that, everybody. 14 years, man, that shit ain't easy. That takes work, man, I tell you what. You gotta get tricky sometimes with it, too. Recently, she got me really good. Yeah, she did. She goes, Joe, you see that pile of dishes? I was like, yeah. She goes, that's a BJ. I was like, oh, okay. Put my man card down, got on those dishes, 20 minutes flat, came back to her, was like, here you go. She's like, what are you doing? Get that out of my face. I was like, well, you said the dishes were a BJ. She goes, yeah, they're a big job. Damn, we're using acronyms now? Shit. Damn, bro. And here's the thing, you gotta change it up, right? When you're warming her up in the bed and you're doing your foreplay, you can't use the same lines every fucking year, right? That shit starts wearing away. You gotta change it up, right? And I found that out on accident recently. I was just fucking around, right? So I was, warming her up. I go up to her ear and I go, babe. She goes, yeah. I said, I'm gonna do really good about doing laundry around the house. She's like, oh yeah? I was like, oh shit, that actually worked. She's like, tell me more. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm also gonna fold it too. She's like, oh yeah? Oh. She's getting super excited, right? I'm like, damn, I haven't even touched you yet. She's like, tell me more, keep going, don't stop. And I've learned that when a woman says don't stop, if it takes every fiber in your body, if you get a fucking cramp in your hamstring, you do not stop. You do not stop. You stroke out before you stop. She's like, tell me more, Joe, tell me more. I was like, oh yeah? And I'm really sorry about how much we've been fighting lately. Oh yeah? I'm like, damn, she's getting really worked up, right? And I was like, I'm gonna finish her with this one, right? I go, also, every time we fight, I'm always wrong. Just fucking everywhere. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even touch you. It's amazing. And she just rolls over and goes to sleep. I'm like, whoa. It's my turn. She goes, fuck you, now you know how it feels. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are awesome. So I just want to say I grew up in Tacoma, and yeah, that's how I met your headliner tonight. She's a great woman, and growing up in Tacoma, man, it was tough. At some point in time, I thought I was black. Yeah, small identity crisis, right? And I had this group of black friends, right? They took me on as one of their own. They dressed me the part. I even bought myself a FUBU shirt, right? Naturally, chick magnet from right here. I'm rolling around with my friends. We're listening to Brother Lynch, Twista, fucking Biggie, Tupac. We're getting down in Tacoma, just rolling dirty. Yeah, I got the walk on. I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up, right? I had it down, right? But I never felt like I could truly be in unless I was able to say the word. Yeah, and then they would still accept me, right? So one day I got myself all zooked. I was like, today's the day. I'm gonna do it, and they're gonna accept me, and I'm gonna be amazing. And I go up to him, and I was like, what's up, my new friends? Shit, I couldn't do it! I couldn't do it! Somebody in the audience was like, oh, he better not do it. That dude right there, he's probably like, I didn't think I was gonna have to slap a bitch on stage today, but I might have to. And that actually wasn't even the point that I realized I wasn't black. What happened was I was in 7-Eleven, hanging out in my spot, my territory, on 56th in South Tacoma Way, fucking just chilling, right? Hanging out, these black guys come up to me, they're like, hey, nice shirt, my FUBU shirt. And I go, thanks, man, what's up? Yeah, thanks, man. And they're like, no, give me that fucking shirt. I paid $60 for this shirt, right? Any ordinary black person would defend this shirt with their life. They would fight these people, and this is when I knew it wasn't black. I was like, okay, here you go. And no shit, true story, I was wearing a Tommy Hilfiger undershirt. And they saw that, they're like, damn, you got a Tommy Hilfiger undershirt? I was like, yeah, what's up? They're like, give me that too. I was like, damn, bro. Fucking undress me, shit. Oh my God, you guys are so fucking amazing. Thank you so much for coming out, everybody. Yes, this is such a good show. There's some local business owners here tonight that are in support of this show. There's some friends, there's some family that are coming out to support this show. You guys did an amazing job supporting me. I do comedy shows on the regular next door at Dog Days Brewery, so yeah, give it up for Dog Days Brewery for letting me do comedy shows there. You got Ashley from Ashley's Pub here tonight. Give it up for Ashley's Pub tonight. Let me put up flyers at her shop. So it's a great spot. Check that out if you guys haven't already. Like Comedy and Kids App online. Follow me wherever I go. We're going to do more of these shows here at the Roxy since this one's going good. So, yeah, thank you so much, everybody.